This is the story of a young girl. Her name is Juliet. Born in a family of 4, and being the only girl, her parents loved her so much. Finishing from secondary education, her parents died of plane crash. Juliet would wake up every night, run to her mom's room, and seeing no one's there, she will cry. The brothers will come consoling her. Few weeks later, her brothers went to learn trade in another city. One of her aunties took her, handed her over to one of her friends, who needs a maid. Juliet, an innocent girl, was serving and doing very well, hoping that one day her kindness will touch her auntie's heart and they may send her back to school. She wake up every morning, get the kids ready for school, clean, sweep, and so much she will do before time. The auntie's husband came back and saw her, picked interest, and said he'll get her back to school. Juliet was so excited when she heard this, and she started preparing herself to get back to school. Then one day the husbandman came to her room and said, "Juliet, you heard about my plans for you, and many more I am willing to do for you." She said yes, and I'm filled with joy and gladness. Then the man said, "It's fine, but what are you willing to sacrifice for that?" Juliet, filled with excitement, said, "Sir, I will wash your cars, and his own too, clean the house, and get every chores done before I leave for class every morning." The man laughed and said, "That's not what I want. I want to have you." There was a little silence in the room. Then he placed her hands on her thighs. Juliet shivered and pulled herself away, was about to cry when the man said, "The tears won't help you. Give me what I want, and I will give you what you want." And he left. Still lost in her thoughts, she said, "Mom, Dad, hope you seeing this." And she cried. Her mood started changing. As time went by, the husbandman would make advances at her, which she never liked. She tried calling her mom's sister, but she will claim to be so occupied. The husband became so arrogant and mean. Sometimes he will tell Juliet, "Bring my meal to the room," and when she does, he will try getting her off her ground. Juliet will run for her life. "Auntie, I have a complaint," she managed to tell. The auntie said, "How do you expect me to believe this story? My husband, a multi-millionaire business owner, cannot stoop so low. Let this be the last time you'll cook up something like this." Juliet will cry because no one believed her, and it was getting worse. She made up her mind to leave, but having nowhere else to go, she stayed. One morning her brother called and asked her to come and stay with him. She was so happy that finally God heard her cries. She left, and while staying with her brother, she got a job which she did for a while. With the brother's support, she got herself back to school. Moral of the story: it's only God who heard our secret prayers, not our parents. Secondly, don't be too quick with your decisions. Thirdly, your story is someone else's lesson. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe.